Hi everybody, it's Mark Messier, and you're listening to Blueshirt Underground Show, the #1 Rangers podcast. Make sure you tune in and find out all the latest news. Let's go Rangers!
Blueshirt Underground, motherfucker!
An unlawful gathering. This is an unlawful gathering. The truth is out there. The truth is out there.
This is the underground. This is new media. This is the underground. This is new media.
Ranger fans, report to the critical thinking hangar. Ranger fans, report to the critical thinking hangar.
And now here is the starting lineup for the New York Rangers. And now here is the starting lineup for the New York Rangers.
This is New York Rangers hockey. 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 This is New York.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Blueshirt Underground Show. Today is September 28th. It is Wednesday. Hockey is 13 days away to opening night. My name is Jim, and as always, I'm joined by the one and only Eddie Geik. Eddie, good evening, sir. We've got on the schedule.
I couldn't believe it. I loved it. I loved it. Even the preseason I like.
Right.
I mean, it's
Even
just
preseason's fun.
Yeah, it is because I just missed the game. I just missed the game and how fast it goes. You're always watching these other sports. It seems like it takes an hour to get everything done. Hockey, bam. It's like periods just fly by and a play is fast and furious the whole bit. Love it. I really missed it.
We've got a busy week for the Rangers. This is the only night. This is the only night this week they don't play, at least for the weeknights.
Yeah.
Game against the Islanders, game against the Bruins. Tomorrow night's the Devils. Busy, busy, getting right down to business.
I like it. It's going to come in a cluster, and let's hope it doesn't end in a F-U-C-K, but it's coming in a cluster. Yeah, I mean, I love it. And pretty soon the regular season is going to be on us. Rangers are opening up against Tampa. That'll be good. And then, I'm watching the games, and I guess by nature I'm not a super positive guy when it comes to the Rangers. I mean, if we really look at it, we discussed this the last time we were there, that we really don't have a winning tradition around here.
Right.
So I hear all these good things on the
it's a storied history, but it's a sad storied history.
Yeah. I mean,
it's a tragic story.
I mean, this is the facts. Those are the facts. Just the facts, man.
Right.
So I hear, I'm listening to all the accolades, which is so reverse for this crew, the Ranger. What do they call them now anyway? They're the MSG Network. What are they? Something? They changed their name not to offend the Sabre fans.
I believe MSG Plus has been renamed MSG Sportsnet.
No.
Which is weird because isn't that the name of the network in Canada that carries all the hockey?
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. I really didn't read into that much other than I saw the headline that the name changed, and I'm like, I don't give a fuck as long as I can find the game. I mean, it's been MSG2, MSG Plus. It's been Fox Sports New York. I feel like it's had 100 names. Can't it just be Channel 9? Jip, put me back on WWOR, Jip.
Yeah,
those were the days, Jip.
On tape delay.
Right, on tape delay. Miss half the first period. We now join the Rangers and Islanders in action.
Yeah. Because it was like a Barnaby Jones special on or something.
Now we go to Tim Ryan live at the Nassau Coliseum.
I used to always call sports phone. to get the score because I just couldn't wait.
Right.
And, yes. Yeah, it could be the spicy wings, the Betaholic DraftKings network or whatever they fucking. There's just too many of those commercials. So yeah.
Al Rangiera.
Now Sean Stein is in the chat room and he is saying this is the year. Wow. I don't know. Well, we talked to your partner on that Two Guys One Cup podcast. He was all down on Vinny Trocheck. What's that say?
It's all.
I can't read that. Couldn't read that.
That's a vacation joke right there. That's Joe Catroni fucking around.
Hey, listen, man. I certainly will say the Rangers are in the conversation. I've seen a lot of these other podcasters put the Rangers in the conversation. But, with all the hip parades about how great the Rangers went in so deep. And then I just remembered how it just died. It died on the vine. Our hopes, our dreams, no shots. They're constantly being barraged by shots. I mean, yeah, we got there, but we got the back of Shesterkin. Does anybody? We got a selective amnesia. I mean, this problem's got to be solved. You can't allow 50 shots on net. I'm just trying to be a cautious realist, cautious optimism. Am I allowed? I mean,
that's fine. Hey, look, if you believe in your heart of hearts that this is the Rangers' year, then from your lips to God's ears, my friend.
No, I just think
I read an article the other day. I don't remember. It might have been in The Athletic that said the Rangers were among the teams, and it was a couple of teams, most likely to regress this year. Because a lot of things went right last year.
Yeah, it's true.
Again, they're hedging their bets on some young players making big jumps. And we'll get into that as we get closer to the season. Let's talk about these thrilling preseason, exciting.
I see worse preseason games.
I thought the game against the Islanders was pretty exciting for a preseason game, not just because they beat them, but it was a lively crowd. From what I understand, there were almost 15,000 people at the Garden, which is not bad for a meaningless game, which I'm sure you paid meaningful prices for those of you that were there. I'm sure there's no discount just because the games don't count. I'm sure you paid full price if you have a season ticket. If you're a season ticket holder, I'm sure you're required to plunk down some cashish for preseason. I know other teams, in sports do that as well. So the place was rocking. The Rangers were rolling over the Islanders, and I'll tell you what, even meaningless wins over the Islanders are great.
Oh, it's all gravy.
It's just so great to beat them.
Because
I don't care if they're playing Uno. I don't care if they're playing Yahtzee. I don't care if they're playing just hangman, with a piece of paper and a pencil. I don't want to lose to them at anything. I hope that team finishes whatever's worse than last. Like, what's below last? Like, what's worse than last? Basketball?
Yeah, really.
I don't know. The WNBA?
Oh God! Don't even get me started on that.
Oh, it's terrible.
Let me just go off on WNBA for a second. I want to make more friends. It's all about like women empowerment and this and that, but no one goes to the games. You don't want to support the games. The NBA supports the games. If it's all about women's empowerment, women go to the games. Nobody goes.
Nobody.
Bullshit. Disband the league now. Joke. All right.
Anyway.
So getting back to the real world.
You just lost the lesbian vote.
I don't think we have many lesbians.
You don't think so?
Well, I don't know. What about? I don't really delve into that everybody's sexual preferences nowadays.
Anyway.
Anywho, so you get to this hockey start. Now, let me tell you, it was fantastic. So far, I'll ask this to the chat room too. Jim, I'll go with you first. Who are you looking forward to seeing in these in these preseason games? And then maybe we'll talk about who has a legitimate shot of actually making the team.
I don't care about anybody I've seen before. That's just my take on it. I want to see, these guys who were trying to make it. I want to see how Matt Robinson's going to do. I want to see Gustav Rydahl. I want to watch Dylan Garand get a little time in goal. That's who I want to. That's the guys I want to watch. How's Hunter Skinner going to do? Some of these guys I saw at the rookie games. That's who I want to see. I know what Mika Zibanejad can do. I know what Chris Kreider can do. I know what Adam Fox can do. I know what those guys can do. Oh, but thank God I got to look at Ryan Reeves in the Islander game. Thank God he was in the lineup. Oh, Joe. Thank God. Thank God he's in the lineup. Because I don't know what he can do.
Well, he could have.
But let me tell you, I'm here to tell you, my friend, two guys I'm zeroed in on in these first two games.
Let me guess.
Two guys in the spotlight right now. I'm championing them.
One is an Italian from Setauket, Bobby Trevino. Is that one of them? Oh, I got it. Oh.
Hey, Bobby! Love this kid. I don't know if he ever plays a game for the Rangers, but he is fun to watch. He is fun to watch because he's always in the middle of it. He don't know that he's only 5'2". He don't play like it. He's got a little bit of swagger. He grew up a Ranger fan. His parents are Ranger fans. He's third generation Ranger fans. He's from Long Island. Good for him.
And the second one? Yeah, I don't know.
Come on, take a guess.
Tony DeAngelo? No, I don't know.
Jimmy Vesey 2.0, my friend.
I didn't know you were above Take It Vesey.
This easy peasy Jimmy Vesey. This reimagined Jimmy Vesey. The reinvented Jimmy Vesey. The new and improved. Now with 25% more Jimmy Vesey. He's looked good. I read a nice interview with him that he's he's realized he's got to reinvent himself. He let himself get caught up in some of the distractions around him not the way he got to the Rangers and he's ready to prove himself as a fourth line guy, and that's all we need from him. It's all we need. If he plays on that fourth line, I'm good with it.
Well, let me ask you.
He's got a goal and an assist in 2 preseason games.
Well, I'm saying before this. Now, when the Rangers were announcing that he was on a professional tryout, a lot of people were like, "Oh God, not again, not this retread." Did you think that at the time, or
no?
Now you like the story, you like the way he's playing, and now you're. No.
I was all for it. I liked him when he was here the first time. I thought the expectations on him were ridiculous, which I didn't quite understand. We weren't talking about, this wasn't Guy Lafleur coming out of college and signing with the Rangers. He was just another nice college player, which the Rangers have had some success with, and I thought he was okay. I didn't think there was anything. I thought his first time around, I didn't see a superstar. But that's okay. We've got superstars. The guy's 6'3", skates well, and played with teeth embedded in his lip. And any guy that plays, I said this 5 years ago when it happened, I'll say it till the day I die. Any guy that completes a hockey game with teeth embedded in his lip can play on my team any day. Any guy that posts a picture of himself on Instagram, missing choppers and says, "Sorry, Ma," can play on my team any day.
Okay.
Give me that instead of over a flower like Nils Lundqvist. I'll take it.
Okay. All right. Do you want to hazard to guess the two guys a couple guys I was rooting for or looking forward to seeing play?
You're on the Kraftsoff train, of course.
Yes, I am driving that chuck wagon.
You
It's a Russian thing.
You have Russian DNA. It is somewhere in your bloodline.
I don't know what it is. I just love these Russian players.
And I'm going to say Yaroslav Halak.
No, but I was happy the way he played last night. Zach Jones is my guy.
Zach Jones is another guy I like.
So I don't know who everybody else is rooting for. It looks like a lot of Trevino fans. I think fans, it'll take a while for Kraftsoff for the forgiveness factor. What do you think about Kraftsoff stating in the little media huddle they got there that 85% of what you read on the internet about him and the Rangers was false? He just looks like...
Wouldn't surprise me. I mean, who knows what to believe? I don't believe anything.
I just see this guy's got a lot of exuberance. He's a happy-go-lucky kid. And then it wound up biting him in the ass because last year he went back to Russia and then he got hurt. He didn't play all that much, he said.
Right.
So, and even
20-something games or something?
Yeah. He even
right?
made
a lot of games.
Like, why did you go back to Russia? And he's like, I forgot my tie.
Right.
Yeah, like, you know. And I'm going to give the guy another chance. I'll tell you one thing. He looks like a pro out there already. I mean, he looked really good last night. You can't really base it off, one or two games. But like what I saw, Zach Jones, Keandre Miller looked really good. So, anywho.
How about another guy we need to talk about that we're looking at, played in game one, first star of the game, Brendan Othman, the Othman prophecy.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough situation because as we have stated on the show, he's either going to make the Rangers or he's going back to juniors.
He's got a nine game window if my memory is correct.
I just can't.
I love just seeing the comments from Ranger fans out there in the multiverse. They're either fully on board that this kid has to be on the team.
What?
Or fully on board that he has to go back to juniors.
Oh. Fan base is split.
There's no middle ground. Well, the fan base, they're experts.
Well, the thing I like about Othman is he's got a little bit of hitch in his giddy up. Whatever. He's got a little cowboy in him.
Yeah, he does.
He's not a pure, clean. He likes to get involved, and that could, appeal to Gerard Gallant, who likes these guys that can get involved somewhat physically. That's why a guy like Trevino, who
can't send Othman to Hartford.
He's not. You can't.
Just to answer the comment in the chat.
Say this like 5 minutes ago. Yeah, he can't go to Hartford.
You said it last week too.
So yes, he can't go to Hartford, and lucky for him, he can't go to Hartford because, frankly, I don't want to go to Hartford, even when I want to watch a game. But the first two games, this is what I gleaned. Is it gleaned or is it gleamed? I think it's gleaned.
I believe you're correct.
I am going to tell you right off, I was impressed with Halak last night. I really, and it was weird because they said Halak wanted out of Vancouver because he wanted more playing time. Did you catch that?
I did.
How many games do you think he's going to start from Shesterkin?
Well, I don't know. And when it's funny you bring this up, and this was something I talked to Russ about when I ran into him at the rookie game, because I think it was Arthur Staple wrote in The Athletic that something to the effect of Halak playing 20 to 25 games or 25 to 30 games, which sounded like an awful lot to me. And I asked Russ about it, and he's like, "Yeah, that's like a lot." And we both agree that if Yaroslav Halak plays 30 games, the Rangers have that's not good. That's not a good thing. That means the Rangers have a problem.
Well, he looked good, and it was funny because the reason that they gave was because they wanted to see more of Thatcher Demko, especially down. They did not make the playoffs. So I don't understand if you looked over for Thatcher Demko. I'm sure Thatcher Demko has looked as the future, where Halak was like but Halak looked fine.
Right.
Louis Domingue, I could just tell you, his lot in life is having that right-handed glove. That's the only thing that fools shooters. Other than that,
the glove on the other hand, huh?
Yeah. He's a garbage can. I mean, he's just not. But again, he's the backup behind the backup. So hopefully he never sees any playing time.
He's going to go play in Hartford. Right.
I don't know. A lot could be better than Georgiev. Georgiev was good like 1 or 2 games, and then, as we've noted, it would fall off after that. So,
we'll see. I mean, Georgiev did play a couple of lights out games last year. He had that, what was it, a 52 save win in Toronto, an absolute heist of a game where the Rangers were just completely dominated and somehow won. What was it, 1-0, 2-1, something like that? It was a shutout.
Yes,
it was a shutout, and he shut out Philly. I was at that game, so
it's good for me and Jim. But
right.
We'll see how he does in Colorado. God bless. God bless Georgie. But
he's going to give up more home runs in that altitude.
Yes, he'll definitely hit more. The ball will travel faster.
Right.
So I was happy with that. I don't know if Dylan Garan has a first-year future. I don't know what his situation is. I know we're talking about the goaltending, and while we're talking about the goaltending, Shesterkin looked beautiful in that first half of that Islanding game, huh?
Yes, he did. 12 saves, 12 shots, or excuse me, 14 of 14. And then Garan came in and he was 9 of 10. So
is there something I missed something with Dylan Garan that he has some kind of strange preparation for the game?
I missed that too.
Yeah. I hope they were talking about him and not some other player, but I'm pretty sure because these goalies have these intricacies that a lot of times. Remember Marty Biron used to have like a piece of yarn he used to hold. He's wacky.
They're all takes a it takes a strange you got to have a certain makeup. You got to have some eccentricities, as they say.
Right. So that looks solid. Keandre Miller had a great first game. I mean, he's one of the guys that I think playing all those minutes in the playoffs and now playing in regular season games where it's not so much pressure, it's definitely going to improve his overall game. I think you'll see some of the offensive numbers go up. But again, it's 2 games into the preseason. I'm not about to make predictions, but I think some of those guys and the broadcast crew were talking about some of the young kids in the playoffs. And, God bless Filipino, had some playoff goals. He came alive. Do I think he's going to improve all that much because of it? No. That's my opinion. But, hey, come playoff time, I want Filipino because he scores playoff goals.
Absolutely.
Do I think Alexis Lafreniere is gonna improve over his performance? Yes. Alex was all over the puck last night. I think he got a goal, didn't he, off a Kravtsov pass or something? And then he's also hitting, and he he can make some thunderous hits there. So I think Lafreniere will be much better. Kako, I don't know. Jury's out on him. I'm watching him. The 2-game evals are in. That's right, Ryan. Mario's making me laugh. So
I don't think, unless the Rangers made another announcement that I haven't seen, they haven't made any cuts yet, except to announce that Adam Sikora was being returned to his
1-game evals. He's out.
Yeah. Well,
Where's he going back to?
Hanging around anyway. HK Nitra of the Slovak Extraliga. I don't know if I'm saying any of that right. He's going over there. He was over here. Now he's over there now. He's over there now.
He didn't get much of a look though.
Yeah, he played both the rookie games and they give him a he played the other night.
I don't know. There'll be fans like, Drew, he doesn't know what he's doing. Sikora should make this team. Well, let's talk about some before we get to some of the new faces. Can you that second game, Julie Gauthier had a breakaway again and didn't score. Have we seen enough? Or haven't we?
I've got a couple of guys I've seen enough of.
Well,
I've got a couple of names that I've seen.
Let me just say with Julian. Julian did hit a lot in that game, and they said that he is going to try to be more physical this year. That could earn him a 4th-line spot if he's physical and does something other than.
I don't need him to be Olivia Newton-John.
Let's get physical.
I don't need him to be.
No?
I've seen enough. I've championed him long enough. I'm done. It's enough.
Okay.
It's enough. Send him to HK Nitra of the Slovak Extraliga.
The Alex Riga?
Yeah, Alex Riga. Wow, a taxi reference.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Have you seen enough of? Oh, I don't even know if he's on the team. I don't remember seeing him in either of these preseason games. Is Greg McKegg still with us?
Gone.
Where is he?
Gone. HK Nitra of the Slovakia, whatever it was. He is with the Edmonton Oilers now.
I've seen enough. He'll be back. Greg McKegg 3.0.
Right. There will be no part 3.
Okay. Who else have you seen enough?
Cutter, stop threatening people in the chat room.
Oh, God.
Stop attacking old men in the chat room. Johnny Brodzinski, enough.
I looked good last night.
I'm ready to move on.
He's got a good shot, they tell me.
I'm ready to move on.
Well, they got signed up for 2 years. I mean, they must see something.
Hartford bait.
He's versatile, Joe.
Dryden Hunt. I've seen enough. I'm ready to move on.
He's got a good motor, Sam.
He lost 8 pounds, Sam.
Oh, he was all over that these last 2 games.
Oh, two nights of fitness updates. It's like
muscle.
Here's Jack LaLanne with the color commentary. Fucking Charles Atlas over here.
I put on the weight, Joe. Sam.
Oh, he's gained
a lot of.
He's gained 1.5 pounds of muscle in his left leg.
I think Greg McKegg got a job as a horse model. Ryan Reeves, have you seen enough? I see some.
Yeah, but I know he's not going anywhere. But enough. I've seen enough. That's 3. That's 3 guys, right?
Yeah, on the forwards that you want to see replaced. So
I just think we have to do better. I think we have to move on. I think we have to grow.
Well, he likes these.
We just, these these fifth line guys, these borderline HL or AHLers, these 4A guys, whatever you want to call them. Send them to Hartford, send them to Syracuse, send them to the Columbus Clippers.
Okay, so all right. How about on the defense? What do you think's gonna happen on that defense?
I was a little surprised Jared Tonordi. I didn't even know he was still with the team. I got to be honest with you.
He stinks.
Maybe that sounds bad for the for half of the elite broadcasting team of the New York Rangers coverage. To say that, I didn't even know when I heard he was in the lineup last night. He's still with the team. Didn't even know. 3 hits. Good for him.
Well,
I think we got enough.
I mean, I think he's more of a minor league guy. Libor Hayek, the longest tenured Ranger who doesn't play.
He was the team leader in minutes the other night in the Islander game. Which is really surprising because Gallant had no use for him last year. Now all of a sudden he's the shiny penny.
Well, it's the preseason. I mean, but I think he's good as if there's
but still. I know it's preseason.
9 defensemen get hurt. I think he could fit in.
Guys played 21 minutes in a preseason game.
That's true. Maybe they're getting they're spotlighting Libor.
Are they showcasing him?
They're showcasing Libor
for the big trade back to Tampa.
Oh God, let's talk about that.
He was the guy they had to have. He had to be in the deal.
Sometimes it works. Sometimes pretty good.
Sometimes maybe good. Sometimes maybe shit.
Sometimes maybe good. Sometimes maybe shit.
Thank you.
Thank you. We got our first better make the team. Zach Jones better make this team. I don't think it could be him. I don't know the right hand, left hand situation on that third pairing. I don't know. Zach Jones is kind of a guy he's got a lot of poise. It's getting better every year. This is what I haven't seen from Matt Robertson, former quarterback, backup quarterback for the New York Jets behind Richard Todd. Oh, that's Matt Robinson.
Right.
Matt Robertson still kind of looks like he's in the same, the same, not much progress. Not that he's bad. It's just, again, the 2-game evals are in. I just don't see for a 4th-round pick, not a lot of development that I've seen in. And, like I said, I caught a couple of games in Hartford last year. So,
Robertson,
yes.
He's a 2nd-round pick, isn't he?
I thought he was 4th, but I might be wrong. And I'm not big on these small guys.
Matt Robinson's 2nd-round pick.
He was a
49th overall.
Okay. So I think the Rangers have a lot of the same type of defenseman. I think that's why the great Niels Lundqvist was traded. A lot of offensive-minded guys. What's going on, Chip?
I'm just like I'm laughing at Tony Karaoke.
Oh, who's he calling? Who's he calling a walrus?
I called him a walrus.
Look
at this guy. Look at him.
Well, he looks like a Tony Karaoke.
Looks like Tony Clifton.
2nd-round pick. My apologies. Again, too early to tell, because it's so hard because like Zach Jones in a perfect situation would be on the power play, but he's not, and he's not going to be. Maybe on a 2nd-line power play. And when you got Adam Fox and Panarin to work in your first play, a power play at the points, it's going to be tough to break in, especially if you're an offensive guy. You've got to be able to hold, your weight in the defensive end. And these guys aren't the biggest guys. Zach Jones, Matt Robertson, even Braden Schneider to a degree. They're not, forces. So, yes. Mary says Fox has to be on this team. I would like to see Jack Jones get a shot.
You think Fox makes the
I
the
think
team?
so, yeah.
You don't think he starts in Hartford?
I don't think so. Zach Jones, poor man's Libor Hayek. No.
Sean, my one game eval on Cooley, and he
did not look good last night.
And I have the small advantage of having seen him play in the rookies games, and this is not a what's the word I'm looking for?
Indictment.
Yeah, that's a good word. He's just not ready. That's all.
He's not ready.
He didn't do anything to distinguish himself in those two games or the game he played.
He looked overwhelmed, a little bit overwhelmed for that. I mean,
let him go to Hartford and look.
Yeah. No, I'm glad you said that, because that's the way my take on it was. He just looked like he wasn't ready.
Right.
And again,
and that's fine. I know the Rangers would love it if he come in and impress them, because he could and make the roster, force his way onto the roster because of the salary and the limitations that they have. But I just don't think he's done anything to distinguish himself. Now, could that change over the next
it could.
4 games? Of course it could, but he probably won't play all 4 games. So, because Ryan Reeves has got to play. I mean, he's probably playing every night. I mean, he had last night off now, so he's rested and ready to go.
I get there's going to be a short leash on Ryan Reeves this year. I can tell you that much, boys and girls. All right, let me throw some names out there. Tell me what you guys think. One of the names that was bandied about the offseason was this Ryan Carpenter kid. I don't know if he's really a kid. Uh-oh, you're shaking him.
He's just another. I don't know. He's just another, sign this guy, minimum contract, throw him against the wall, and hope like hell he earns his way on it. He's Dryden Hunt in a cheaper suit. Whatever. It's just,
okay.
Build me a 4th line that I can go to war with. Enough with the Greg McKeggs and the Ryan Carpenters.
You don't want the pluggers and the muckers.
No, we need pluggers and muckers, but I don't want Hartford, I don't want 4A guys.
All right.
I want guys that belong. I mean, look at look what Tampa does with their 4th line. Look at how good their 4th line was against the Rangers in that series. And I feel like they've been doing this for 20 years, just throwing guys against the wall and hoping, you throw 10 guys against the wall and the 3 that stick get to play the 3rd line. Oh, Joe, Jesus was a better Carpenter.
Very good. Okay, I'm just asking the questions.
No,
Did I see anything from Ryan Carpenter that made me go, that bedazzled me? No, he just looked like another run-of-the-mill AHL loser we just throw in there.
We couldn't pick the guy out of a lineup. We've designated him a loser. He's just 31 years old. Come on.
Yeah,
guy's been in the league 10 years. He's got 26 career goals. I mean, I want a real 4th line.
Well, people throwing some
give me Gustav Rydal. When you're Gustav's a tough.
How about Trevino, Goodrow, and Blay?
Okay. Done.
You're done with that?
Where's VZ play? He plays VZ on the 1st line?
Oh, I don't know. All right, so maybe would you be with I don't know who centers or whatever. I have to get back in that mode. Matt, I agree with you. Carbomb, Boyle, and Dorsett were a good 4th line. Probably the best the Rangers have had.
Peter Boyle?
Yes. Former actor and former human. Now dead.
Former alive person.
Yeah.
Karen Carpenter is a better option.
She probably weighs more than Ryan Carpenter. Anyway, yes, okay. Yeah, you're all about this Gustav Rydal?
I just like guys named Gustav. It's just,
Did you see the way he went down in that game last night?
He did.
It was bad.
It was scary, but he was back on the ice before She lost a ton of weight. The chat room's in mid-season form
I gotta
tonight.
tell you, the jokes are flying.
Yeah, it looked bad, but he was back before the end of the game. He was back on the ice.
He's a
Tell you,
gamer,
Gustav's are
Sam.
tough.
That is a tough name. You're a Gustav.
Right.
You sound like you're definitely one of those Eastern Bloc.
Your name's Gustav. You ain't no fruit. You ain't no fruit there, meathead.
What else we got? I tell you, I love Kravtsov. I think he is got such potential. He is by far the most dynamic forward they have of the young guys.
Putting him right up on the first line. We doing line combos? Should we get out the board?
I never do line combos. I just think that the guy has such tremendous hockey sense. If he could just play hockey. He's got the camaraderie. He's hugging Lafreniere. He's like, please put me on your line. We could do wonderful things together. And I got to say, freaking Elmer Fudd is giving him a lot of playing time last night. They're taking a good look at this kid. Number 74, Kravtsov.
The Russian rifle.
The Russian rifle. I think I've called a lot of people a Russian rifle. But now, as far as Vinny Trocheck goes, I didn't think he had that great game last night. He got a what?
Well, let's be honest though. He's brand new here. He's still trying to learn Gerard Gallant's system, which is what again? What's that system again?
I don't know. Take it game by game.
Right. You're gonna give him time.
Yes, I mean
I'm a little disappointed. I was a little disappointed and surprised that Panarin didn't play last night. If these two are going to play together, shouldn't they play together? I mean, I understand there's 4 more games, but why play one without the other? I mean, this guy's brought in here to be the second line center, right? He's not brought in here to anchor the fourth line with Ryan Reeves and Johnny Brodzinski, was he? No, in this coach, though.
I agree with you to a certain point. You just don't want to get Panarin hurt. Let him figure out the first 10 games. The regular season is kind of I don't want to say it's a gimme because the Rangers are shoo-in for anything. I'm just saying that I don't have to find out in game 2 if they got to work on their chemistry. Panarin has chemistry with everybody. So I didn't like the Trocheck came off on that 3-on-3, which made it a fucking 2-on-1 or whatever it was, and then wound up with the goal. But it's come on. I'm giving him a break. Just
I'm not getting on him because his first preseason game didn't go,
I mean,
it was down to Pichadu.
I think Rock got to me a little bit. I don't know. Rock has got me. Yeah, and Jen, they can play again and they can play all they want in practice.
All right.
I agree with Jen. I don't need to see Panarin out there. I don't need to see Shesterkin out there.
All right. Well, we play together in practice.
Those guys got to play. Did Kreider play in game 1?
Yes, of course. Zibanejad played.
Oh, okay.
Because when your first line center plays, you play his winger with him.
Oh, I see what you're doing there.
Man. So we don't want to get Panarin hurt. The rest of them, well, fuck yourselves.
There was another guy, I couldn't make out his name. Was it Eberson or something like that?
Ty Emberson.
Yeah, come on.
He was acquired in the Patrick Joe Willie Nemeth trade.
What's his deal? How old is he?
He's another guy. He's going to be hard for depth. He's not. I think he's 24, if I remember correctly.
All right, that's not bad.
Hang on, I'll look him up. I think he's 20. I want to say 23, 24. 22, actually.
Wow, okay.
Doesn't even have a picture on his profile on NHL.com. That's how.
What's this clown's name? Ty Emberson?
Ty Emberson.
Emberson. Okay.
Right. Future Norris Trophy winner, Ty Emberson.
All right. So who else did we see last night? I'm trying to think. Anybody? Right now, I'm with you.
Hunter Skinner got in the game last night.
Minor leaguer.
Oh, here's another one for you.
4th round pick. Isn't he a
Turner Elson?
Yeah, I didn't notice him at all.
Another guy they're just hoping sticks to the wall.
Is Hunter Skinner the 4th round pick? Maybe that's the one I'm getting.
I believe Hunter Skinner was a 4th round pick. That sounds about right.
Oh, okay.
And yes, 4th round pick. Now, when these two games, when did it really feel like hockey season to you?
Did it? I don't know if it really did. I mean, I always get excited on the power plays, maybe when they had power plays.
You know what it officially felt like hockey? You know what it officially felt like hockey season?
It had something to do with the broadcast, right?
No, it did not. It did not. It officially felt like hockey season when I saw Ryan Lindgren bleeding.
Oh, yeah.
Then I knew it was hockey
dirty
season.
Play, too. No penalty.
Shoved into the boards, no penalty. But I mean, this poor guy, really, this poor kid, fucking all summer, he's beat to shit by the time the season ends. Only 108 days, 109 days ago. His first game, preseason, and that's it. The face is already blemished.
I know.
It's a hockey player, though.
John Kozic telling us that Everson was Keandre Miller's partner in college. All right. Well, God bless. We'll see. But that was bullshit, man.
It was. No call.
I don't want to see our guys hurt on a penalty. It's got to be called.
The beardless Ryan Lindgren.
Yeah. Yeah, and then he gets all smushed up anyway.
He's got a big villain's mustache.
Ah.
He's got one of those. Rolo says, felt like hockey season on Sam's first blown call.
God.
That's another thing. We could talk about that for real quick. $1 billion media conglomerate owns half of Manhattan. Can't send the announcers to Boston. Got to keep them in the studio. Can't send the announcers to Boston.
They got like an $8 budget.
You can't put them up in a Super 8 with 2 double beds for the night. Give them a couple of meal vouchers.
You know what
they got to call the game from the studio.
Yeah, that's lame.
No beat writers at the game. Nobody's covering this game. Is this team just all about the social media posts now? Is that all they care about?
I think that's pretty much where it goes. I think during COVID, when they got used to this, a lot of people they probably thought, wow, we're saving a lot of money by not putting Tweedledee and Tweedledummer up in a hotel, and the whole staff's got to go there, and it's probably
they traveled last year with the team.
Yeah, but
especially the second half of the season, the early half of the season, there were some places in Canada where they didn't go, and when a couple of teams had some outbreaks and they had to cancel some games.
I just yawned.
We keeping you up, Fortunato?
I'm just tired. But I think the COVID got them. They could have traveled for a freaking preseason game. I agree. That's cheap.
I don't get it. That's why this show exists. We are the coverage. We are the world.
We are the children.
Sean McCaff's blog. Got to spread the word. You got to drag people into this chat room. Get out there and tweet it, MySpace it, Prodigy, the whole bit.
Prodigy.
Put us in the penny saver.
What was that other one? Compact. Then they used to make
CompuServe.
Yes.
CompuServe. Compact was a brand.
Yes.
A brand of computers.
They used to have. Wasn't the CompUSA? Was that store that sold computers?
Store, yeah.
Jesus,
CompUSA.
imagine that way back when. That's before you all got your laptops and your tablets.
Now you just buy everything on Amazon.
Yep. So I'm rooting for VZ. I think VZ is impressed so far. And, he doesn't look like he's 6'2", 6'3". Maybe it's that small head he has. I don't know. He's got like a pimple head.
He does have a Beetlejuice head.
But I agree with you. I always liked this guy. I mean, he got 18, 19 goals with the Rangers for 3 seasons, playing with the likes of Rick Nash and whoever the fuck the center was. Hopefully one of you guys can remind me who it was. Maybe it was Eric Christensen. I don't know. But so that's pretty much where I am as far
Thank you, Mario.
Is everyone he's in AOL chat rooms. I don't AOL I think is like I had like 300 names under AOL and they destroyed them all. Like if you don't use your account, they just erase it. First line for VC, I don't think so. But if he's got that new role, he could be a fourth line guy, I could see. Because I know he's going to chip in some goals. These other guys, this Dryden Hunt, the Gauthiers, they're not going to score. What did Dryden Hunt have? 5 goals last year? He played like 79 games. I don't want a guy like that. Contribute.
I've seen enough.
I thought Brodzinski played well. I will say that.
Dryden Hunt has 12 career goals in 165 games.
Ah, please. Why? It's because Galanti.
Best part about him is he's 26 years old. He's been in the league 5 years, right? 11 games with Florida, 31 games with Florida, 21 games with Florida, 26 games with Arizona, and then all of a sudden he gets to the Rangers and he played 76 games in one season.
Come on. But
that's what I mean. We're just throwing these guys.
Every coach has their favorite, but come on. Yeah, I would like to move on from him. We need a new flavor. I'm tired of the old flavors.
Gallant was saying he's been one of the best players in camp.
Who?
Dryden Hunt.
What?
In camp.
What does that mean?
I don't know. I don't know what anything he says.
Good camp? What is he? Skate good? Does he eat healthy? I mean, I don't understand. I already seen him in I seen him in hockey. NHL hockey is not good.
Right. If you follow such things, the Mets and Braves are both losing.
Or the Mets up 1 game in that series in the standings?
Nope, they are tied.
Oh.
Tied. Both teams are currently losing, and the Yankees are winning.
Did Judge do anything?
I don't believe so.
The chef is saying the hockey guy loves who?
I don't
know. The hockey guy's a podcast.
I don't know. I don't know who he's talking about.
Huh. Well, I will tell you one thing about that. I watch some of these other podcasts, and that hockey guy, he's yes, I like that, Sean. See, I gotta tell you, Sean, you're fucking coming up with some classics tonight. My head's just not. Glant was talking of Hunt's trade value.
Maybe we can get a dry erase board for him.
Come on. Oh, you got to be kidding me. That hockey guy likes Hunt? Now that guy's gotten completely in the toilet. Guy stinks. 0 for 2, Judge. Okay. So anyway, that's all I really got. You want to talk about the salary caps going up?
Salary cap is going up here. I'll show you something real quick first, though. I'll show you this just because it's funny. Oh, wait a minute.
points on the board, all courtesy of the strong flank of Robbie Gold. The Bears still down by a point.
That was from NFL preseason.
He's doing preseason? I thought he got banned.
He does Bears preseason, remember?
Oh, that's right. Then
he's been doing that for quite a few years, which makes absolutely no sense to me.
Because
that would be like Harry Carey doing Giants games in the preseason. I mean, love him or hate him, Sam Rosen is synonymous with New York sports. Why would the Bears hire him to do their preseason?
Then what does he get shit canned once the season starts?
Does he have a gambling problem or something? Or that he needs to do all these jobs? I mean,
jeez. I like the hockey guy too, but now he fucking likes. Oh, now I'm just going to spam him in the comments about Dryden Hunt. He's a pretty good guy, that guy. Anyway, so what's the salary cap? What's the deal?
Salary cap. Deputy Commissioner Bill Daly, as first reported by Sportsnet on Tuesday, has counseled club executives that the cap, which will increase by $1 million to $83.5 million next year, is expected to rise to an approximate $87.5 million to $88 million for 2024-25. So it'll in 2024-25 season, it will be approximately $87.5 to $88 million. And then in 2025-26, up to $92 million.
Whoa.
So it's an 10% increase in a 2-year span, which will be welcome news to the Rangers because they will have contracts coming up. That is per Larry Brooks.
Well,
yes, Sean, that is true. Harry Carey doing any games would be incredibly impressive.
Yes. So we'll have some money for the Trocheck buyout. That's what you're telling me?
Well,
is Shattuck
that's next week, right? That's next week, the Trocheck buyout.
Well, let me ask you this.
The strict no-move clauses will expire for Chris Kreider and Jacob Trouba following 2023-24. And then Vinny Trocheck's expires after 24-25. And as per Larry Brooks, those will not be insignificant considerations when it becomes time.
They'll go to limited no trade clauses, no movements, or they just...
I think they go to limited. I don't know. If Coast is here, he'll explain it all. He is Mr. Contract. He's Mr. Money.
I don't know. It seems like he's been losing his. Oh yeah. All right. So let me ask you this before I part. We part.
Okay.
Who do you think is going to be under the gun of the Ranger fan? The Rangers had a big season last year. Not a lot to complain about.
That's easy.
Easy?
I think it's easy. Capo Caco.
Really?
He is going to be
the hot button issue.
He is going to be targeted from day one. His fan base is already half turned on him. Tell you, yeah, he'll be the guy. He'll be the guy.
What about Trocheck? Do you think people?
Nah, because I think he'll be okay. He'll be fine. He'll be fine.
What about Gallant?
But I think if Capo Caco starts off, let's say after 20 games and has like 2 goals and 2 assists, his fan base is gonna be pitchforks, boiling oil. It's gonna
be Attica. Attica.
Right.
Attica. I agree with Rollo, man. The great Alec Heidel. I think Kreider, the microscope's going to be on Kreider. Can he repeat? Not going to be a lot of heat, but people are going to be watching. Capo, and Trocheck, and I think Gallant. If the Rangers go into some kind of losing streak, He doesn't handle the questions well when they're losing. They didn't have much of that last year.
True. He doesn't handle the questions well when they're winning. He doesn't handle right. He doesn't handle anybody disagreeing with him on anything.
Right, on anything.
He doesn't like it.
Right.
He doesn't handle critiquing well.
Maybe Trouba, now that he's got the captaincy.
Trouba's another guy. But I think if you look at the majority of this fan base that are on the rooftop loading their sniper rifle and they're looking through the scope, I think it's on number 24 right now. He's going to be first up.
They were getting on him as responses to the questions about who's your best friend, my brother.
And he looked fucking miserable in that one picture that they posted. He looks miserable.
He does. He
never smiles.
Ask him, what'd you do after last season? Oh, first thing is I went back to Finland. Like, yeah, I got to get out of here. I can't take it anymore. I'm in New York.
Right.
So, yeah, he's hard to like because he doesn't smile or anything. What about, oh, yeah, all right. I think you're right with that one. And how about that Chesterkin as a father? I find that really weird to believe. That guy looks like, I don't know, he's too young to have kids. He just looks so like he's having the best time. He did smile, apparently. I have to see proof of pictures in order to.
Well, he's smiling in his profile picture on the Rangers website. He just never looks happy. Hopefully, he gets off to a good start because I just think, I think he's fragile right now.
Okay, let me ask you this.
I think he's fragile.
Do you think Gallant is going to maybe sit him again? I know I'm putting you like in a crystal ball here, but don't you think if a guy doesn't respond and these guys are supposed to be progressing and they're not, that you got to sit. You just can't be throwing these guys out.
Absolutely, but I think he showed a little bit last year. He's not afraid to put a guy on the pine, right?
Chef
Lafreniere sat for a couple of games. Hedel, I think, sat for a couple of games, didn't he?
Yeah.
Keandre Miller sat for a game, didn't he?
Yeah.
That's one thing I got to give him credit for. I mean, he's got no plan. He's got no system. He's got no style, hockey or otherwise. But he's not afraid to he's not afraid to sit a guy down if he's got it coming to him, especially the young guy. I mean, more so the young guys.
Didn't he sit Lafreniere?
I just said that.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Tuned out there.
Good to know. Thanks for watching.
No, I was looking at the comments. They're talking about, I'm sick and tired of hearing about Kakko's celiac disease and diabetes. Give him some freaking Twizzlers and some sugar. And
put a cookie in his mouth.
Yeah. Give him some raviolis. Welcome to the party. You're in New York. Wake up. You're a snooze fest, Kakko.
Ooh, yeah.
Did you hear fucking Micheletti last night when he goes, and Chesterkin became a daddy? But the way he says daddy is just really weird. Daddy.
He's a weird guy.
He's a weird guy.
But I give him props for his interview with Steve Carlson, right? Do I have his name right?
Yeah.
That was a nice interview. He got Joe a little choked up.
Yeah.
I guess they're good friends. It seems like they really are good friends, not like people, you see people interview and they talk about being good friends. Like it genuinely seemed like they are good friends. And why anybody be friends with Joe Micheletti is beyond me, but hey.
I mean, Matt, you're talking about, New York doesn't fit his personality. What fits his personality? Parsippany, New Jersey? I mean, I don't know.
Warsaw?
If you can't step it up in Madison Square Garden, you can't stop it up anywhere. I'm sorry.
He's more of a Matita conch guy.
Yeah.
Parsippany.
I don't even know what Parsippany is. I mean, what does he belong in Des Moines? I mean,
we can go there with Costa.
Face, and he's got that pasty face, those lips, and he's always grumpy. I want to see him. He better not have 4 points at the 20-game mark. They're going to try to hang him from the rafters. Oh, jeez. Anyway, I'm glad I got all fired up at the end. And this is only after 2 preseason games.
Right.
So what's going on for this game tomorrow night? Who's starting? We know any goalies?
I don't think they've announced their not that I've seen. I checked their Twitter just to see if there were any kind of updates or anything.
Brett Anderson grew up in Parsippany.
There you go.
What kind
he
of
is the pride. He is the pride of Parsippany.
Pride of Parsippany, New Jersey.
The pride of Parsippany. Next 2 exhibition games, Edward, are against the New Jersey Devils.
Wow.
Lindy Ruff.
That bad.
Here's hoping.
That bad.
And then one more game against Boston next Wednesday, and then the Islanders on the 8th. And then that's it.
Wow. Why?
Glad I made you laugh awfully.
I will also say when I took extreme pleasure when I looked behind that Islander bench the other day and saw Lane Lambert back there. This guy sucks.
You know what was funny? I know that we mentioned this when we talked about him at some point when we talked about the Islanders hiring him, and we mentioned that he played for the Rangers. But then they talked about it during the Islander game, and Sam said he was a Ranger and played, I don't know how many games it was in the 86-87 season. I'm like, that's 35 years ago. This guy's still just now getting his coaching break.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's like Joe Biden. I mean, Joe Biden was running for president in 1987, and he finally got his big break in 2020. Persistence pays off for the feeble.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. The Islanders, to me, they keep saying, "Oh, well, with this new style, Barzal will have." It's the same old cast of clowns. They got a good goalie, I think, in Soroka, and I think they got a fairly good defense. They got no scoring. That's it. I don't know how you're going to make that without Trotz playing that run and hide defense.
Right. I can't wait until Barzal leaves with a bag of money in his hand, just like Tavares did. And they can start all making all their videos again. How we don't need you. All their fans fucking bawling on YouTube. We don't need you.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to know who Matthew Barzal was a fan of when he was a kid. What team? And is there a picture of him in his pajamas?
That's your homework, everybody.
Right.
Find a picture of Matthew Barzal. Find out who his favorite team is and his pajamas. Because he's going to be, and he's not even that great. He's not a difference maker. The Rangers have some difference makers, but he's not even a difference maker. To hang your hat on that guy, it just.
Well, he was born in British Columbia, and it looks like maybe 30 miles from Vancouver. So maybe
he's a Canuck fan.
Maybe he was a Canuck fan or a Flames fan. Yeah, dear Matt. Yeah, they all fucking wrote their letters. Dear John.
Oh, John, don't leave us. He left you high and dry in that ring. Also, over under for 5,000 the first 5 home games.
First 5 over. Next 5 under.
Okay.
Dear Matt.
Oh,
I don't need you.
I don't need you.
Right. I'll be just fine with Josh Hosang Part 4.
Oliver Wahlstrom and company.
Right.
Yeah, Kimmy the Islander fan, that whore. The orange and blue makeup, Matt Morello.
Right.
God, I can't wait. Lane Lambert. Sorry. Oh, that was very cathartic, that last 20 minutes.
If they win 10 games, it's 10 too many.
Who do you hate more now, the Devils or the Rangers? I mean, the Devils or the Islanders, rather.
Oh, Islanders.
Oh, wait a minute. Judge just hit his 61st.
Oh, did he?
That's what Sean Kraft is reporting.
Oh. Wow.
Wow.
You heard it here first.
You heard it here
or not.
Well, for all you people who like the Yankees and Joe Judge, like Joe Judge.
Good for him.
Good for you.
Yeah, good for him.
Well,
Good for you. Good for you.
it's good to see people doing positive things.
Right. So not only are we just a couple weeks away from hockey season, but we are just a month from tomorrow, actually, from our first viewing party of the season. We're going to be at McHale's on Saturday, October 29th. Rangers taking on the Dallas Stars at 2 p.m. So we'll see you at McHale's. It's at 8th Avenue and 51st Street, right across from the Gershwin Theater, where Wicked is playing. Oh yeah, there's the.
I've never seen
Coolio. I've got more breaking news. Coolio died.
Coolio is now dead.
Coolio is dead. He didn't want to live in a world where Aaron Judge hit 61 home runs.
On his 61st home run, Coolio just kicked it.
He clutched his heart and fell over. He is officially on a fantastic voyage. So come on out. And Eddie and I just decided right before the game, last viewing party, we raffled off an authentic Alexei Lafreniere jersey. We are going to do it again, but this time we are going to give some lucky winner an authentic Igor Shesterkin jersey, Eddie.
Oh, yes, baby. That's going to be good.
So somebody is going to win an Igor Shesterkin jersey. We're going to order it and we're going to give it away. So last time, the great Tony Stanziano went home with an Alexei Lafreniere jersey.
Haven't seen him since.
He's sparingly in the chat room, but
once in a while.
But he rarely misses viewing parties.
No, he's always there.
He's always there with Brett. I can't think of Brett's last name. They're in that band. Brett
They're in Ferret.
Brett.
I can't think of his last name.
Brett Summers.
Brett Summers.
Is it Brett Siegler? I can't remember.
Brett.
I don't know. Anyway, Brett, good dude. Always comes to the viewing parties as well. So come on out to McHale's. Watch the Rangers take on the Stars that day. We'll have lots of stuff to give away. It's going to be a great time.
Coolio RIP shirts.
Coolio RIP. We will. Eddie will do his rendition of Fantastic Voyage live at the bar, and Sean McCaff will be there to sing Amish Paradise. Anyway, so come on out and see us. If you are on Facebook, please RSVP to the event page that I have posted where the picture is from. I would appreciate it. We like to give McHale's a heads up on how many people are coming, and I hope to see you guys there. It's going to be a lot of fun. They always are. Our record is good. We slumped a little last year, but that's okay. We're looking to rebound this year against Dallas.
We're into the swing of things, back of this going places and stuff. So no more COVIDia.
No vaccination proof is necessary. No masks necessary. You want to wear a mask? Wear a mask. It's up to you. But you don't have to.
Who are they playing that night?
Dallas. It's an afternoon game.
Oh, wow. Dallas.
The
Niels
Stars.
Lundqvist might be playing that game, Sam.
Could be. Could be.
I hope Alex Trevino there, Bobby Trevino, if he could passes him through the boards. Hey, you got any Coolio? Could you play for us on the way out?
Do I have any Coolio?
I know you don't have any set up, but Dallas. So yeah, I mean, I don't think people saying Judge is on the steroids. I don't think so. Guy's a monster as he is. Wouldn't everybody be hitting home runs? Come on. Yeah. Well, Coolio, we hardly knew you. Was he 59 or something? 56? Coolio.
Come on, y'all, let's take a ride. Don't you say a word, just
He's taking a ride now.
He took the expressway to heaven.
With the extra, close your eyes and hit the switch. But come to a place where everybody kick it.
What a talent.
Ain't no tripping, ain't no.
Frank Sinatra. Sammy.
Eat your heart out.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's the first person Coolio seeks out when he gets to the other side.
It's probably Tupac. But Tupac might not be dead, so we don't know. So, yeah, Cutter, why don't you make a video of you singing that song?
Only if he does his hair like Coolio.
That'd be great. My wife is laughing already at that idea.
By the way, Cutter posted the other day prayers to people in North Atlantic in Canada. There was a hurricane headed that way, and he posted prayers to them, but not thoughts, only prayers.
Oh, well, he doesn't.
I don't think he doesn't share any thoughts.
Yes,
you can have his prayers; they're not worth as much.
Yeah.
He saves all his thoughts for us.
Well, I don't know. He's an odd guy. That's all I can tell you.
Coolio or Cutter?
Cutter.
Oh, okay.
Coolio, he lived a life I think a lot of us would have loved to live, but apparently something happened and he died.
Right. Well,
I don't want to say drugs.
That's quite a eulogy.
I don't want to say fentanyl just yet. But you die that what? You don't die that young. Unless there's something going on. Me and my wife. My wife's like, "Oh, come on! Oh, I didn't know you were a big Coolio fan in there." Hey, Chris, how you doing?
Hello, Mr. Frenzel. Good to see you, sir.
We're playing taps for Coolio right now. Was a big Coolio fan when
the party's over.
Jim, come on.
Willie Nelson outlives another one.
Really? It's true. All right. Well, on that note,
once we've eulogized Coolio, we've said it all.
I think, well, you could say Coolio will not make the opening night roster. Let's just put it that way. That's how I'm going to end my. What's a Coolio? Coolio,
the dead rapper.
Yeah, the dead rapper. That's the answer. What is a Coolio?
Right. I'll take dead rappers for 500. All right.
All right. Take care, my friends. We love you. We'll see you at the bakery.
Thanks, everybody, for being here. We will see you guys next week. Enjoy the games tomorrow night and Friday night, both games against the Devils. And, yeah, season's only 2 weeks away. Viewing party on the 29th. And don't forget to sponsor the show on Patreon, www.patreon.com/BlueShirtUnderground. Eddie, always a pleasure, my friend.
Great seeing you guys. Great seeing all the fans back here, the friends and everybody. Always fun.
Absolutely. All right. We'll see you guys soon. We love you. Good night, everybody. Good night, Coolio.